Roberta Gonzalez from our station KPIX in San Francisco joins us for our first check of the weather. Hi, Roberta.
You guys are glutton for punishment, back twice in 1 week. Good to be here today. Good morning, everybody. We have a relatively quiet weather picture, except for two notable features right there. Another snowmaker that'll bring snow several inches from Kansas all the way into Indianapolis. We're talking about the possibility of snow in New York and Boston by Monday from that system. Meanwhile, take a look at that right there. See all that energy? That's going to be moving into Louisiana, Alabama, and also Atlanta with the possibility of severe storms. That's a look across the country. Here's the weather for your weekend.
So in our next half hour, we just teased this story. We're going to look at the story of Clark Rockefeller, this guy who has used many aliases, convinced a woman to marry him.
Right.
She had no idea who he was. She left him. Now he's on trial for murder.
Yeah, from a completely, she knew him as Clark Rockefeller, and then it turns out he had a completely different alias, completely different identity, and on a totally separate case, he's wanted for kidnapping with his wife, but it turns out he's now also wanted for murder under this different identity.
Which got us thinking, segue. Okay. What identity would you assume if you had to assume an alias? Anthony, do you have one?
Well, you know, I used to try to write novels, and I came up with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, yeah, and it's like
I'd like to see some of that.
No, you wouldn't. Trust me, they're buried deep in a drawer. But it's there you have a chance to come up with sort of a separate identity. You end up writing about yourself, so you come up with a different name, but in the end, that's why the novel doesn't work, because it's you with just another name.
This is like therapy for you on this couch, isn't it, Anthony?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a bad day. We won't talk about Georgetown either, but.
But you know what? I once had to interview a pole dancer, and she said the way she came up with her stage name is you're supposed to pick the name of your very first pet and your very first street that you lived on.
Do you remember her name?
Well, mine would be Skippy Deanza.
Skippy Deanza.
That's a problem in Manhattan, because my name would be Winston 88.
And I would be 7th Avenue, because I didn't have a pet. Well, actually, no, that's not true. We did have a bird, so Tweety 7th Avenue.
I like that name.
There you go.
My sister named it Tweety.
Henceforth she'll be Tweety 7th Avenue, and I will be back in a little bit after this. Stay with us. You're watching CBS This Morning Saturday.
Nice work. Good one. Time for another check of the weather with Roberta Gonzalez of KPIX in San Francisco. So nice to have you with us this weekend, Roberta.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be with both of you here today. And by the way, Anthony, it's currently 36 degrees in Georgetown. Going up to a sunny high at 52 degrees. So they won't be watching basketball there at all today. They'll be outdoors in the sun. Good morning, everybody. Taking a look across the country, head on over to the West Coast, where we've got nothing but sunshine under the influence of high pressure from San Francisco all the way to Los Angeles, with highs slightly above normal for this time of the year. But meanwhile, what a contrast. Another snowmaker well into Nebraska. This has a potential of bringing up to 6 to 12 inches of snow, gusty winds, plenty of weather alerts in effect as well. And we call this spring? I don't think so. But that's a look across the country. Let's take a look at the weather for your weekend.
But first, over to Roberta Gonzalez from KPIX in San Francisco with our final check of the weather. Roberta?
Good morning, Anthony. Hi there, Rebecca. Did somebody say spring? Because it certainly has sprung on the West Coast. Temperatures in the 70s today from the San Francisco Bay Area all the way into the greater Los Angeles basin. But meanwhile, we're talking about two contenders here. First off, a big snowmaker in throughout the Central Plains, bringing up to 6 to 12 inches of snow. Then to the south, we're talking about severe thunderstorms. That's a strong possibility. Area of low pressure not going anywhere very quickly. A diving jet stream out of Canada leaves temperatures 10 to 15 degrees below average for this time of the year from Boston through New York City. New York with 11 straight days of highs under 50 degrees with at least 2 more days to go. That's a look across the country. Here's the weather for your weekend.
And then there were 4. Chef Sam Talbot back with us, and Roberta Gonzalez of KPIX San Francisco back with us. And I love this. So we just showed you the picture of the snow in Hartford. You're going surfing later today.
I'm trying to go to Montauk to go surfing.
It's a good life.
What's the water temperature going to be in Montauk?
Cold.
Yeah. So wetsuit and everything.
Wetsuit and everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have a few of these first, and you'll be fine.
Size board.
I like to ride a big coffee table. No,
Wow, that's a long
it's a
board.
long board. Yeah, long board. Probably, I think my board's like a 10-2.
Roberta knows
Yeah.
the lingo. Are you?
Well, I
you a surfer,
again
Roberta?
graduated San Diego State.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
sure.
my major, surfing 101.
But they have sharks out there, Sam.
Yeah, they do. They're unfortunately everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. The big ones.
Have you
But-
seen
That's
sharks
scary.
out there when you've been surfing?
No, thank God.
Okay,
I have
just
not.
curious.
And you never do this
And now
to a
you will
surfer.
today.
Yeah,
You never
exactly.
do
Thanks a lot.
this to a surfer. You never go doo-doo.
Right.
You never do that.
Well, the good thing is that as a chef, I don't cook shark. So I have good karma going in the water, right?
Okay.
Yes.
So they like
Knock
to
on wood.
They see like,
Knock
oh,
on
that's the
wood.
chef guy.
That's the chef guy. He doesn't do us.
How long did it take you? I've never actually been on a surfboard. How long did it take you guys to learn?
I learn every day. I'm still learning.
Right.
Upper body strength is amazing, isn't it?
It's true.
And your appetite is incredible afterwards.
It's all, there you go. Also being a
Good
chef, it comes
move.
in handy. Yeah,
That
exactly.
could be a key to
Comes in
this.
handy. No, but surfing is one of those sports where it's like anything. It's just you have to keep doing it every day. Is sort of a new challenge. The ocean, you can never. It's Mother Nature. Who knows what it's going to bring that day?
Roberta, thanks for being with us the last couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Sam, thank you for being here
Thank
this
you.
morning.
Pleasure.
Yeah,
Have a
cheers.
great weekend, all. Cheers.
Bye.
Take care.
I can get used to this show.
For more about CBS This Morning, visit us at cbsnews.com.